Hello everyone, welcome back to more Octopath Traveler. So, it's been a while for me since the last part, and I spent that time doing a little grinding. Just a little. Yeah, really, only just a little. This took a very long time, by the way. So, like, what is my time? Yeah, it's at 106. I was definitely under 100. I think I got like 3 achievements just in the span of when I was waiting because it took so long. Like one of them was for the 100-hour mark being passed. One of them was for I think having one character get all jobs, and another one for maxing everything because yeah, every character now has every single job maxed out in its entirety. Because why not? When I had so much JP that I didn't know what to do with it, I might as well. And I did that with the other 4 characters as well. Because again, like, why not? So, am I crazy enough to try it now? The answer is yes. Yes, I am, but not with this team. I'm gonna go with the other group. There's definitely not going to Cyrus. Hana can go. Alpha's a must. The Arena was the weird link. Probably better to have Chronos. Alright, since I can be really flexible with this stuff now, Elfin job, I think I had him as a cleric before. I think that's probably a good fit for him. Rune Lord, no question for her. Being able to use dodge on everyone, or sidestep as it was called, just too easy. Again, sorcerer, no question. Hana gets Wardmaster, taking from Ulbrich, whatever. Yeah, one we should give battle tested. No, sure. Or actually, no. Don't take that one. Take Rune. It's good. Sure. I don't see her ever using her sword, but here. Let's swap out all of these. Sure. Sure. I don't want to have Viper. I don't want more than one character having Viper because increase the speed and it screws with agility stats and all that. 48 goes to 391. I already used it. Fine. Take Forbidden. I'll take the accuracy hit. Yeah, Balthus and Bow is fine. For this, sure. Alright, I'll be right back. Yeah, I still lost. It feels beatable now. But before, it just felt like I was running my head against a brick wall with no hope of winning. It feels like it's doable. It's just... It's... I don't have any armor that's good enough, really. It's like whenever I get to that fate where there's like 6 or 7 turns in a row and each attack does like 1,000 damage, and seller their attacks are like Triple Claw, where they can attack 3 times in a single turn. Well, okay, that's already going to outdo the 9999 maximum. That's what happened to me there. So, lucky me. Yeah, I can actually do a lot of damage to it. I think I bypassed the second phase entirely, and I just went straight to the third because I was just doing so much. But if I can't bypass that third phase too, it doesn't matter. And I can't even check its HP, so I don't know. Because I think it summons in the 3 when it's at like 25% health. No, I'm going to give it another shot. I'll start recording again if I get to the part where I get rid of the wolves. But, or if I just beat it entirely with the wolves out. But otherwise, I guess you'll see me when I get to the game over screen. Okay, this is the first time I've actually gotten rid of one of these wolves, at least in a long time, so I'm gonna start the recording up again. Like, I feel like I'm doing good this time. It's like, this was a 3 wolf phase. I killed off the the middle one, and the other two are down to 1 shield. So yeah, I need VP, so concoct. Purifying dose. It's probably going to, like, this stuff is carrying me so hard. I
am ready.
guess doesn't really matter when they use, I guess I'll go lightning. And then she'll cast it again, because before I started recording, I did the thing with that cleric lets you double cast. It does work in everyone. Okay, that'll at least get rid of the little wolves. The dire, I think of the names. Yeah. Okay, that gets rid of them. Okay, so yeah, that ability there is one of the job things. I think I gave everyone it's a 25% chance that it'll nullify any damage. Which is so nice. Okay, so yeah. I want to heal Primrose. She has Terror on, so get rid of that.
Sorcery. Alright.
You have Terror. Well, honestly, I don't care as much about Haunted. If she has it, like, it's annoying, but... There you go to Purifying. Primrose still has one wave of the stuff. Where she can double cast. That might kill it off. Oh, well, guess I didn't need it. Well, there we go. I got Direwolf Fling and the Healing Great Bunch there. I've been trying to do this for 3 quests. We've got 3 parts now. Alright, well, let's go back to Whisper Mill. Gonna rest up at the inn, and I'll go talk to the guy outside that wanted me to take the quest in the first place. Oh no, so, like, the first 2/3 are not hard at all because you can have Tressa just use sidestep on everyone. But once that Lunar Howl kicks in, it's like, ugh. See you? Fortunately, we have arrived at the issue. Hey, check it out, Starwolf thing. Well, what is that, a thing? The Direwolf thing, you say? I mean, technically, it's not a Direwolf, it's a little one. We're talking about a Magna Marga, but I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. I have a page open on it. I was trying to research weaknesses. Well, it's fake road is all over. Well, this is how large the beast was. That must have been. I'm sure there was a beast that been my flock. If you saw it, ill ease. I think what did I do? I caught my grandfather turned tails a great wolves live in these spots. I haven't seen any for a long time, but it seems they weren't all dead after all. So whatever this is going, I'm glad that at least my herd will feel safe once again. I told her they're safe to let me sleep, and I want to spit. I mean, we only killed one of them. You don't know if there's not more. Okay, well, Elemental Augmenter and 12,000 Leaves.
Thanks to
You heard it's is rain again. Don't have to be afraid of now, so they won't away of dead action once again. Might have even been easy before. Or easier than before. Right. Elemental Augmenter. Oh, it's just plus 100. Okay. Yeah, I forgot I had to. Cause I was messing with the equipment hard on people when I was leveling them up. Just anything to. It's like that process was honestly kind of boring. I just went over to that forest over here, like where I was finding Direwolf, and I just ran around in circles. And I would try to have either Primrose or Therian, depending on my group, just one-shot them. It was hard, especially at the beginning, because they just weren't strong enough. Not to mention, no matter what speed augmentations I gave them, they almost never seemed to go first. But anyway, let's go do some more quests somewhere else, shall we? We've only really done the Frostlands and the Clifflands, right? So I guess since we're already in the area, yeah, let's go with Atlasdom and start in some of those. Since I was so dedicated to that Direwolf thing. Not gonna have a lot of time for this, but I might at least be able to finish this town off.
Greetings to you.
But geez, you choose to ask for the game stuff. I need eggs.
Good day.
Well, the teacher to the academy, we come with our AC open it. But nasty is an interest. Okay, so there's all these quests here that I have triggered, but I can't do anything with. What is this qualify? This isn't the Riverlands. It's not the Woodlands. Would this qualify as Flatlands? Yes. Definitely. Alright, well. Is there anyone around here? I feel like even if there is, I've probably already talked to them, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna start with the easiest of these, which is fit for a king, which is to make the thing with the guy that wanted the ingredients, like the egg. Apparently they're all here in Atlasdom, and I just never noticed. So there's gonna be some people around here that I just need to rob or buy from because I have Tressa, which might as well. My grinding made me filthy rich. I'm just shy of 2 million. I was over 2 million when I started this part. I just bought a bunch of ingredients to make up for lost materials. I'm not sure what I'm missing. Check the tavern too. Oh, full travel banter. You two might be it. Where's this? Here's some travel banter. Hey, honey, you gotta keep pet there. Pet. I must agree. Your snow leopard is absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, she has a snow leopard. Yeah, I never used the snow leopard, so I forgot it exists. Oh, I was speaking of Linde. Beautiful beast she is. She has no pets. She is my comrade. Even better now. Indeed, she was gifted to me by a fortune teller when I was an infant. We are those from beside. We have to go up together. We know everything about each other. We have no secrets. You don't say. So enjoy the company of Beast Tressa. Oh sure, let's go back home. Somehow I don't think it's an actual pet. I think it's just a slave that's unable to leave. It probably ran away as soon as I noticed she left. Oh, thank goodness, finally. Crazy that he's gone. Screws are shy creatures, aren't they? They be tamed. Well, sure can. Ours can't even help but find supplies. This guy knows to with righteousness and freaks. She can turn around and suffer great profit. Well, it's a squirrel. How adorable. Charming indeed. Yeah, if only I believed a word she was saying. Well, you promised, do you have any pets? No, I don't. People often tell me that I'm a lot like a cat. I can see that. I can't. I think we also long to end up falling and sitting on your lap. I too, I can see your resemblance. It's supposed to be a compliment. Yes, no.
Hello.
Oh, see, you've taken an interest in my ex? You're not the most scrawny weaklings around here. An old mercenary who since most of his day in Havens. Seems Laker combs his nerves. So when summoned by an embroider, you're supposed to do for steak and sleeps and his hidden item. It's apparently right outside the store. Sure, I'll take this stuff, sure. Your iron axe is terrible, but I'm gonna buy it anyway.
That's right.
Why did you be a seafood to go to good drink? Even them briny skulls agree with me. Every morning, this fisherman holds his hedge to the keys of the town and they'll list him. He takes leftovers to the tavern to have it cooked, enjoys the fruits as labor alongside a few drinks, and there's another hidden item. Okay, I think the crab is what I was missing. First off, hidden item. What's the other? Oh, it's over here. Finishing nuts. I still haven't used any of those nuts. I should have, honestly, when I was struggling so hard. But no, I still haven't even touched the nuts.
Greetings to you.
It's a secret. Okay, I have all the ingredients you need. Oh, thank you. At last I can cook a beef truly fit for a king. Behold my new specialty, crimson crab pie.
Oh.
Oh, what a delicious aroma. Do you have a taste? Good to know you. You're famed to the room for your discerning palate. It is my pleasure. Oh, nom 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 nom. Why, this is absolutely delicious, simply sublime. The savoury taste of the crab blends perfectly with the thick, buttery pie crust. It's a wonderfully pie we got. Everyone had a just as tasty served cold as well. Oh, but of course, after all, it's okay to eat the pie. I want to go by the time it reaches the king's table. Oh, you see your doctors through. Did you love the chef? I've been fine dining aficionados. Oh, you would be an honour. You're looking at 100 money and healing grapes M2.
Greetings to ye.
You haven't a money to pie and by going to that's right. You just scripts crab pie the private town. I would have hoped that you would have recognized me by now. But okay. Alright, so next was I think the painting one. Yeah, probably just painting. Another painting of my favorite artist. Okay, so you can get things, but you can't get an Atlas done. You have to go all the way to the upside of the map to Saints Bridge. It's in East Saints Bridge Traverse, actually. It was actually out here. Give the paint to art. We just have to find it wherever it is. The only people I know of this area are down here. Whatever, these people are weaklings. Or frogs, I guess. They're weak. Is it you? Oh, Select. Wait, did I already cover you? Yeah, I already got your painting. Okay, what about this? I'll try to lure you, because apparently this is another way you can solve the quest. Sorry, Impress, though. I'll get you back after this. Stay too far away from this place. Yeah, this will be my insurance in case it backfires.
Good day.
Yes. Oh, was it not you? Oh. No, this is a guy that's in the palace. Oops. In that case, maybe I could have actually finished it already without you. Oh well. Well, which ending am I gonna get? I feel like my most of all. This has been a favorite of mine lately. It's on a script particular piece of anything but landscapes. So she could bring over this book. I could write down more examples. Oh, I can pick! Well, okay, so basically what you can do, like, let's say if you hand over the painting, it'll have a whole thing where it's like, we'll say as the final result, taking into his hands the artist's final masterpiece, the aristocrat vowed to treasure it for the rest of his days, or if he introduced him to the artist, and the support of a wealthy collector behind him, to make sure to dedicate himself to creating even more exquisite art. I'm skimming over. They don't. What? Okay, so really, if you introduce the painting, he actually becomes a baker in Saints Bridge, which is hilarious. They're not even a joke. Like, they have a thing on the wiki that's like, "Oh, hello again. Did you see I've moved on from my painting days? I'm making my living as a baker." And there's something from his brother somewhere, his little kid. The best help my brother. But yeah, I think I'm gonna introduce the artist. I've already brought him here. I found you at last. You're the creator of my most beloved landscapes. I suppose I am. You have also created one of my paintings, haven't you? Of course, I'm perhaps your greatest fan. Is that right? Well, that's terribly flattering. I've decided I must move on from my dreams of being an artist. Oh, what? Why? I demand to know the reason why. I saw that my paintings are stale. I have nothing to recommend them. Well, that's not something to do with fantasy how wonderful your paintings are. Everything's stale. Nothing to recommend them. They're pure. They're true. It would nice, but it's even harder to see it. Yeah, is that really what you think? I do when I look at the landscapes that you paint. Is this how you feel? Look at the landscapes that you see, it moves me deeply. The pure emotion is what makes your painting so formidable. It's something like those flashy pieces of so-called art. Sacrifice their soul for the sake of being original. Your art remains true to the soul and it shows. Thank you. I thought there was such praise. Was it so? Why didn't I serve as your patron then? I was supposed to say you might continue to pursue your art. Are you quite certain? No, of course. I told you that I'd be your greatest fan. I beg you to continue making art for my sake. Would you do that for me? It is an unimaginable honor to even be asked. I'd be delighted to. I must thank you for the part you played in this meeting as well. And for you, I might have lost my favorite artist forever. Well, you didn't become a baker, but it works out. I got 13,000 leaves out. This was a mistake.
Most excellent.
This one seems truly masterful. But how long I look at them, I never get tired of the sight of them.
Hello there.
Hello. Thanks to the generosity of my patron, I no longer have to worry about my family. I can paint every day and still know that they're taken care of. I'll do my best to create art that even patron do. Any others that might care to look at upon it? I could not read that for some reason. Your seems not happy these days now you can paint lots of pictures. And the side quest is over forever. Sorry, I just... Okay, so... I think the only one left here would be Horatio's tutelage, which I do have in here. Yeah, it's this bottom one here. So... Oh! Why did I never try this? That should have been the first thing I did. Shame on me. I must have just been never thinking about it. Yeah, but basically what's happening is this guy is bankrupt and then this guy's a moneylender that's desperately trying to get him to pay up.
Oi, oi.
You better pay your debts. What I'm doing? Let me keep going at this rate. That's too weep in the efforts you like this professor. So to speak, good for nothing cracking open books. Yeah, we're gonna beat him up. Actually, no, not yet. Hold on. I'm gonna trade in for Old Brick. Old Brick is found just straight up better than Provoke. Unless you have absolutely overpowered monsters with you, because Planet can't fight back when she provokes for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna give him more master. Hana doesn't need it. Oh, not you. It's fine. That'll work. Yeah, sure. That'll work for now. And then the Giant's Club, sure. Okay.
Good day.
It's a good day, but I'm afraid me having. It's just funny, Linda's. Yeah, okay. How did I never think to try this? You wish to eat the earth so badly.
Let us fight with honor.
This is gonna end badly for you. It went really badly for you. Money with it. What do you think you're doing? Are you not sticking up for his useless milk soap? Alexis, unless you've been easily inflating the dates that is owed you. I expected you to pay you also that you demanded, not wanting to give you any chance to dirty my father's good name. This exclamation mark. But I have paid you more than enough. Should we take this to some greater authority and see whose side justice comes out upon? Fine, do as you please. It's never seen again. Hey, thank you very much. It inspired me to find my own. Then I prepared myself to pursue my own dreams. I've thinking for some time that I would like to set out on a journey. There's so many poor children in this world who cannot get the education they deserve. I want to change that. Begin right here in the Flatlands. Embark on a journey to teach the poor children these lands. And that's ratio tutelage 1, 1500 leaves in an invigorating nut. Well, it's up here, yeah. I'm just gonna chase him around. I'm not even gonna do anything else with Nova Court. I just want to do his quests first. Get them all out of the way. So there's 2 quests and they're both down here. Neither of these people is who I was looking for. He might be in the eastern region, because I know he's supposed to be in the Noble Court area. Guard here, but I don't think it's you. There's another quest down here. I think that's you, yeah. Oh, yeah, but you're the stranger that aided me before. Thanks to your assistance as you set out on my journey. I've been traveling to help the poor and speak in order to all equally and without restriction. These curious children are here to learn, but they're not at the tools they need to study. How can we study without study materials? Ratio is tutelage too. Well, uh-oh, that is a problem. Okay, anything else? I want a child here because I heard that there's a teacher here who would teach him. But the stranger really doesn't want any money. There must be some trick here. Hey, widow. He lives the modest life with his son. He manages to save a little bit every day. Let's use this fund for his son's schooling. Yeah, there's a hidden item somewhere. I can't buy your stuff because I'm already maxed out on both those. With the kids. Same thing. Yeah, I never thought I could take lessons. It's like one of those fancy lord sons. Your resourceful young boy succeeds at utilizing everyday items to create new objects. You're the type of kid that manages to make smoke bombs and just flood the classroom, aren't you? He uses the leftover lumber from the corpses and his mother's extra clothes to make toys for his friends. Is he self-taught, however? He sometimes spends more time fixing his own creation than making it. Yeah, you were definitely the kid that makes smoke bombs. Or stink bombs, even better. Take these. Oh, thanks. Thank you for making lessons. What will I learn? Eagle, who lives looking at the colorful bindings of books. Though she cannot read, she still enjoys looking at the pictures and imagines a story of her own. And said, I mean, you're 9 years old, it's at a point where you probably need to be focusing on learning to read. Alright, give me all the life. Ox roots I'm maxed on. Alright. Aha! Introduction to adventuring. Don't know what that is.
Oh,
Sounds neat.
hello.
Oh, Rivelo. So to see an old friend. Can't believe it's been 10 years since Jeffrey died. The wife of Rivelo used to live in Nobucourt. Where do you think you are right now? She first met her husband, and Jeffrey introduced him to her. After they fought the town watch, but having been told many times of his sordid past, she refuses to believe a word of it. That terrible dagger off you? I hope that she found happiness somewhere after the terrible idea. Oh yes, oh, just someone needs to know. I assume it's whoever's in there. Born in Nobucourt to Rivelo and Donut Forsyth. This young man was raised around House Hazelhot. He's known Primrose from a young age, which is for her blissful bond of his heart. Okay, then why weren't you involved in the story? Take this stuff. The crystal vest actually doesn't sound too bad. Alright, so for the side quest here, you were missing materials, right? Yeah, you need to study materials. Which, apparently it's in this area, you just have to buy it from someone. Well, I guess I'm just talking. I'm taking my time for a while, maybe looks a mercenary. Monica, the Impaler, height 3 cubits, 1 span, weight lead in stone. With an N of daggers, axes of staves, see He's the type he hates the cold. The stiff breeze would knock him over good. Buy your ooh, that's a good spear. That's 355 in attack. Yeah, that's better than what Ulbrich has now. But yeah, that's way better. I mean, when you're gonna fight your thing out like that, I have to fight you. Choice of my lance!
Let us fight with honor.
I hate to break it, you don't have a lance
Battle
anymore.
is truly joy.
In fact, check out your lance!
Out of my way.
Uh-oh.
How about you?
You're not gonna be fighting much. Really, weak to daggers. And axes. I know two of your weaknesses are wind and because that's what the description told me. Okay, so yeah. And then your last two are the winded and snowwood.
How about you? Have a taste of this. The battle is truly joy.
Might as well.
Have a taste of this.
There you go. Might as well.
The battle is truly joy. How about you?
I don't know how much health you had.
No. My blade is unparalleled.
This is pointless. This is so pointless.
How about you?
That was super pointless.
I grow stronger.
Alright. Yeah, oh, there's a collectible over here. Let's see one of the hidden items. Rare stone? I can't enter the building? Hear from you, hear from you. I just know they're supposed to be somewhere in the East Noblecourt region. It's not you. You're part of a different side quest. Oh, there's a person here. Aha! Why did you know the rich folk do those sorts of things? They still pretty use in them. I like the way you're talking. They be kind of rubbish, it's still pretty good to me. Abandoned as a child, this man picks things up that are similarly thrown away. By the beauty and the objects left behind. The words of the elderly couple who took him in will never fall from his heart. One person's trash is another person's treasure. Purchase. I'll take it all. There we go, tools of learning. Alright, let's go give you the learning material. Take it. Hey, what you give me for?
Oh,
These study materials, so you say that these are for me? There's a cat back there. Bro, can you move your head a little bit so I can see the cat better? I think so much I can finally begin my lessons. There's only 2 kids here before, don't try lying to me. Alright children, eyes up here, class is about to begin. Yes, Professor? What did you do? You see, first you need to throw eggs on everyone. Professor, dress up, please, how do you read this word? Oh, that is amity, it means friendship. Ah. Yes, sir, I don't understand. Read the personal story we since I to get back home. Well, because if he did not, he would have betrayed his true friend. Look at your him to betray someone who has been true to you. I get it, Gabe. You don't have to keep beating me over the head. You're really not as deep as you think you are. It's certainly nice, skies blue. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? The pretty blue sky. You see, I think there's places that the light can reach and others where the light cannot reach. Oh. evening, Professor Thracio. Thank you. Oh, it's a good lesson. What wonderful care for the children. It seems the adults in the village will be happy to continue teaching the children once I leave. Even more determined than ever to travel to the other lands to spreading knowledge. I can't wait to see those children dedicate themselves to their studies and grow into fine adults. There's truly nothing like study. Thank you again for helping me toward achieving my goals. Also have to bring learning to children of another land. I do hope your travels are kind to you. The Owen's Tale Ratio's tutelage 2. And 6,600 leaves in invigorating nut medium. Yeah, I'm glad I changed his voice midway into that to being more of a Cyrus-esque voice because, oh boy, did he start turning hard into a Cyrus character. Alright, so yeah, he's unsurprisingly going to Whisper Mill. That much I'm sure of. Alright, where is he hiding? Oh, hey, how you doing?
Oh,
Oh, you're the one that always comes to save me. As I'm still on my journey to speak education, as many lands I'm able. You've only gone to a single land. I came to Sound to teach you as well, but I can't seem to connect with the children here. They're not open up to me no matter how I try. Wow, it's almost like the town has a word to whisper in its name. Not one has shown up to my lessons, and I hold them I feel so useless. I must have been fooling myself all this time thinking that I was making a difference. I just want to be like you, Professor Bested. Okay, so, you're supposed to find this professor person, which is, unsurprisingly, on the opposite side of the map in Clearbrook. We're gonna have to drag him out to the ratio. Wait, so who's even is this professor person? I don't think it's gonna be anyone that's tied to a side quest. Oh, right, Zep. Yeah, I almost forgot about your side quests. Has to be an older person, I think. Sleepy. Sure it is now. It was for Bastet. I had to guess it'd be something like up here. Hello, are you Bastet? Nope. Hello, are you Bastet? Bastet, look for Bastet. Are you Bastet? There you are! I once traveled the world, like you said, a teacher long ago. I don't make sure didn't know they were strangers to me. I don't seem particular, clever boy named Thracio. Practice anything, though he was a bit of a troublemaker. Hey woman, who once traveled the realm, teaching poor children. She helped the students improve their strengths and weaknesses, and encouraged them to never give up on the things they enjoyed. Can't buy an oxygen, but I can buy an earring. Alright, come with me. Wisdom of the church, huh? So you just say, come, maybe my head or something. Alright, back to Whisper Mill. Come on. There we go. I'm regretting everything all while being here. What's wrong? Why'd your head hang so low?
oh!
What's going to be for some style? Is it really you? It's been a long time, my boy. Who are you, young Thracio? Why did you bring that scruffy troublemaker grow to such a fine man? Well, Professor Bixon told me I was for free. But I suppose I had with nothing. She is the reason I went to teach it myself. It's all I ever look up to. Study! He's the one who inspired me to think that this could ever become a world where even the poor children will have a chance to learn. Oh my, you've truly become a great man. If the children would listen to me, I can only imagine why. Or maybe it's the blood on my clothes from all the monsters killed on the way here. No, I was assured that that wouldn't matter. How much energy I poured into my lessons. You will seem moved. How do you see them? I'm trying to make them remember his true knowledge. I'm not do any longer. Thracio, perhaps I'm mistaken, but you don't want to force the children to learn. What? You play for us. It's resistance that is human nature. This is a time for both students and teachers to learn. To learn together. I mean, I can study too! And then from you, and you were just a young thing. You should talk with your eyes, spoken about it, that's what to learn. So important to us to be honest with ourselves. So, you have no idea pupils can teach you. And find to be open to what you can teach them. Oh! Oh, thank you, Professor, for another valuable lesson. I'm glad to see you as earnest as you ever were, my lad. This is the end of my journey. Thanks for my time. I'll stay here till I can make a go of things in the children of this village. I'll learn all that I can from the children here. Thank you for everything you've done for me till now. Stale, the ratio is 2 to 3. 11,000 nuts, teacher's hat, and large invigorating nut. I'm calling bull on that unless I've just been the most unlucky person alive where every teacher or professor I've ever had has definitely not done that and they always try. I think the best way I would ever describe the teachers I've had in my life are the square shape fit into the round hole type. Where they just constantly will try to mash it in until it finally fits. Well, there's so much you can learn from the things the children say. But the learning has no end. So, the lady left us. Okay. See you around. Weirdly enough, I'm gonna be stopping this part where I started it. Right here. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I finally beat that giant dire wolf monster. And we got a few side quests done. Thank you all for watching. Next time we'll finish off the Flatlands quests. Until then. Or next time, I mean. Take care, stay safe, have a good one. See you all then. Bye-bye.